Hello, boys and girls. I am Miss Becky. Each week, I'll be here to share encouraging and uplifting stories with you, just the way Miss Kathy would have wanted us to. David and Goliath. King Saul was angry and sad. He knew that he hadn't followed God's plans. He knew that God didn't want him to be king anymore. Because he was so unhappy, his servants said, "King, let us find someone to play the harp for you. That'll make you feel better." Someone thought of David, Jesse's son. He plays the harp well. He's brave and God is with him. Let's ask him to come to the palace. So they did. David came to sing and play the harp for the king, and King Saul liked him very much. Then the Philistines began gathering an army to fight again. Saul sent David home and called the men of Israel to get ready. They camped on a hill and watched over the valley to see what the Philistines would do. The Philistines marched to a hill across from them. Now both armies were looking out over the same valley. Then a big man named Goliath, a giant more than 9 feet tall, came marching down the hill and out onto the valley. "Why are you waiting behind your hill to fight?" he shouted to the Israelites. "Send someone out to fight me. If he wins, we will serve you. But if I win, all of you will have to be our servants. Send someone to fight me, I dare you." But no one wanted to fight Goliath. King Saul and his men were afraid. For 40 days, Goliath came out and shouted at the Israelites every morning and evening. 3 of David's brothers were soldiers in the king's army. One day Jesse said, "David, take some food to your brothers and find out how they're doing." So David took a trip out to where the army was camped. When he arrived, he heard Goliath shouting. "Why doesn't anyone fight him?" David asked. "Who does Goliath think he is, shouting at God's army?" David's brothers tried to make him be quiet, but he wouldn't. King Saul called David to his tent. "Don't worry, King," David said. "I will fight this giant." Saul shook his head. "You can't do that, David. You're just a boy. Goliath has been a fighter for many years." "Well, I'm not afraid," David said. "I've protected my father's sheep from dangerous animals. I've killed a lion and a bear all by myself. I wasn't afraid because I knew God was with me, and he will be with me when I fight Goliath." Saul finally agreed. "Go and fight," he said, "but put on my armor and take my sword." David put on the armor, but it was too heavy. He took it off and walked down to the stream in the valley with just his stick and his sling that he used to protect the sheep. He stopped to pick up 5 smooth stones. Then he walked on toward Goliath. When Goliath saw David, he shouted to the Israelites, "Why are you sending a boy to fight me? Are you trying to make me mad?" Then he cursed at David and shouted, "I'm going to kill you." David shouted back, "You're coming to fight me with your sword and spear, but I will fight you for the God of Israel, and God will make me the winner. This is God's battle to fight, and he will fight for us." As Goliath rushed toward him, David put a stone in his sling and swung it round and round. When he let go, the stone flew straight and hit Goliath right in the head. He fell down on his face in the dirt. Then David grabbed Goliath's sword and cut off his head. The Philistines couldn't believe their eyes. They were so surprised they just turned around and ran. All the Israelite soldiers began to chase them. It was a great victory for Israel. David wanted everyone to know that when God is fighting for you, you always win. The story you have heard today is from the Shoebox Kids Bible Stories, written by Jerry D. Thomas and used with permission from the Pacific Press Publishing Association. If you're interested in any other books published by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, please visit AdventistBookCenter.com or call 1-800-765-6955.
This podcast is a production of the Carolina Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.